So I was 16 when I was going to my coaching classes in the narrow lanes of Old Delhi. You know, Old Delhi, Purani Delhi, where rickshaws pushing through, vendors shouting, and also you can smell the aroma of spices in the air. I was going to my coaching classes, walking freely. Suddenly, I realized that someone is following me. I turned my back and I saw a strong man. His eyes were fixed on me. I changed my way, he changed his too. I started to rush towards my coaching classes. A voice in my head said run. I started to run. And I finally reached my classes, which was on first floor. I was before time, and to my shock, it was locked. I stood there like that. I was out of breath. I could hear my heartbeat. It was pounding so hard. I started to pray to God that he should not come up. He was standing downstairs when I looked down, still waiting, still there. And after 10 minutes, he left. That moment, I realized that how vulnerable I am because I am a girl. And those 10 minutes stretched into years for me. I started to reflect on that I'm actually following a pattern. I would rather call it a script, a good girl script. Throughout in my upbringing, I have been told to never raise my voice, never ask questions, always follow what is being said, and don't make a scene. And I was somehow following that script. I realized that I was a really good student. I wanted to perform really well. I was a topper in my school, a science student. I completed my 12th and I was pushed into a distance learning college, a college of not my choice. I started to question my intelligence. I was so disappointed that in the first year I was in depression, thinking about that I will be labeled as a distance learning student throughout my life. What I have done, I started to shrink in that college. But something good happened in that college, only one thing, that I met two people there, Minakshi and Rahul, where Rahul was the mirror, Minakshi was the seed of possibility. Together, we decided that we will not give up. We will not settle for this kind of education system, uh, walls in a classroom. We actually challenged. Have you all seen Three Idiots movie? Which came in 2009. So we started our journey as Three Idiots in 2008. Very unconventional way. We call ourselves Three Idiots as of now. And what we did, we packed our bags. We traveled from campuses to campuses, which like top-notch colleges of India, from IIM Ahmedabad to IIM Calcutta, IIT Mumbai. We had no idea what we were doing, but we were sure that we wanted to learn something. Imagine 18, 19-year-olds sitting in those, classes, pretty overwhelming for us. But we wanted to learn. So we ended up colleges pitching, talking about ideas, standing in front of panels, and we were changing. At that point of time, we were changing. We we actually noticed a lot of change in our mindset, in our knowledge, language, our body language, everything. And we also started talking about ideas, innovation in front of panels like Shark Tank. One good thing happened that we got selected in IIM Ahmedabad in one of the conference where we won the first prize. It was also covered in newspaper. And imagine distance learning student in their first year won a competition in IIM Ahmedabad. And in my trembling hands, I received a check of 25,000 rupees. And in my head, I was thinking this might be an award for a world, but for us, this is a seed money. We actually invested that money to start our organization together. We thought, we will not keep this fire within us. We will spread this fire. We will reach out to every single child and young person who really needs support. Because we were also out of support, I would say. And we started we actually combined everything together, and we rented out a space in Karol Bagh and collected furniture from scrap dealer, from trembling chairs to tables to Almira, everything put together in a place and started a learning center for underprivileged kids. They were out of school. We started teaching from 7 students to 100 students to 150. It grew. And in my personal front, everybody in my family started asking questions. What are you even doing? Why are you concentrating on your education? Just get the degree. Girls don't build organization, okay? They just run houses. That was the conversation. And because I was missing a lot of family functions, dinner parties and everything, because I was building something. And slowly I was also witnessing a lot of breakdown in my professional life, because a lot of girls and women were dropping out from the program, and the reason were very painful. One, as soon as they turn 18, their parents start to pressurize them to get married. Second, both the parents are working, so elder sister need to be there to take care of the siblings, and they were really afraid to go out. Really afraid to go outside the house. A lot of fear and anxiety, it was there in the mindset. And one day, one episode really traumatized me when I received a call from a community, and the girl said that she swallowed some pills, and because she wanted to escape a forced marriage. That day, I really wanted to ask so many questions. I really wanted to quit, basically, and all I was asking was a lot of question on my leadership skill. But thank God I didn't quit. I was actually applying for in a lot of platform, which was national, international fellowship program, where I can also learn as leader, because I also was very young at that point of time. And fortunately, I got selected to do one of the prestigious fellowship program in Washington DC. And I traveled from Delhi to Washington DC to Singapore to Hong Kong and similarly 7 other countries to learn more about leadership and women empowerment. And that gave me a different perspective and lens to actually understand what I was doing. I learned that leadership is not forced. You have to ignite leadership in people. And I also learned that why even I started when I was actually doing this. What really made me start? So we sat together, 3 of us, and we understood there were 3 main elements. I would say the 3 main ingredients which actually helped us to grow. One, our voices. We got our voices back because of the mentors, supporters, and coaches in our life. Second, the responsible choices that we have made to actually improve our knowledge, skills, and mindset. And the opportunities we have grabbed because of that. And how this looks in real life, I'll just show you. Can you see these happy faces? These were the children who were out of school till last year. And you know who is the main reason behind mainstreaming them? It's Monica. Monica comes from the same community, and where 40% girls drop out even before they reach 10th grade. She actually found her voice while teaching these kids. She completed her 12th, not just completed 12, but also got into Delhi University College. She's a yoga champion, an accountant by profession, earning dignifiedly. That's how voice works. Meet Himanshi. After our skill training program, Himanshi joined as a housekeeping staff in one of the top restaurant in Delhi. One day she called me and said, Didi, my duty ends at 10 p.m. and every night I have to fight with my mother. What should I do? I asked her a simple question. Himanshi, do you want to be a bad daughter in society's eyes or a successful daughter in your own eyes? Today, Himanshi is a manager in the same restaurant. It's been 5 years. Not just a manager, but she bought a 2 BHK outside that community. That's what happens when girls actually choose to explore their potential rather following a script. In the past 15 years, we have worked with 50,000 children and young people. And it's possible. I have done it. From I cannot to I can, I have done it. But this is not enough. We need more people. We need more people in this moment. We want people to join us because it's been centuries that people have been telling girls to stay silent, to stay small, and to stay invisible. And we have seen that. Girls who were afraid to go outside their houses are now leading, are on platforms speaking, becoming champions. We have seen it. I have hundreds of stories to share actually. But we need more people in this mission. And it's about time that every one of us find a community where we really need, the people and children really need support. It's about time to volunteer. It's about time to actually mentor a young child and a young person.
who are looking for role models. It's a movement. It's not just an organization what I'm creating. Thank you.